Hi, I'm Bodies and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how I can invest in property in South Africa. I'll be going over the platform named as EasyProperties. So EasyProperties is a neighbor or just another company to Easy Equities, which we covered on this channel. So EasyProperties just allows you to invest in fractional property shares in buildings or properties basically. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and also make sure to leave a like on this video and a comment if you have any other topics or any questions regarding any specific topic or part we're about to discuss in today's video. So hope you enjoy. So let's get into EasyProperties. So basically EasyProperties, like I said, allows you to invest in property via fractional shares. So what do we mean by this? So fractional shares, for example, is if I invest, you invest, and someone else invests together. So I might be investing into this property, I might be giving 20,000 and then someone else might be giving 10,000. So basically all our money together will allow EasyProperties to invest in this building and give dividends or return based on the amount of shares you have on the specific building and give dividends back to the people who invested. So this process is known as the IPO, which stands for Initial Public Offering, which allow Easy Equities to list a certain property on the platform and allow investors to basically invest in this building. In the video, I'm just going to go over the whole platform, just basically how you can make money, basically just a feel for you as watching to see how you can navigate and how to get started basically with this platform. So let's get right into it. So here we got EasyProperties. So there is basically dashboard, browse properties, calendars, rent a unit, refer and earn, news, and basically just your wallet. So we're starting on the dashboard. So the dashboard is basically here. You have your current value, which is the amount you basically deposit into this account where you can start investing. You just have like a quick indicator of your profit loss, basically. It's just like it's similar to what you will see on Easy Equities if you did watch that video. So here we got options to fund account, withdraw account, or inter-account transfer. So fund account is basically just fund money to this account, withdraw money. So if you have like interest in the future, for example, you will just click this button of withdrawing. Inter-account transfer means if you have Easy Equities and you want to transfer money from your Easy Equities to your EasyProperties, you will use this option right here. So your funds to invest is just the money you have left and all the basically costs you have done so far if you have any transactions on this. So if you want to fund money into this account, you will click fund this account and then here it will give the Easy Equities. So you will basically fund from Easy Equities or to EasyProperties. So there is a reference number specific to you once you have done the whole sign up process. So once you deposit money into this account, use your unique reference. So they'll ask you for a bank where you would like to deposit just to make it faster. So if you know your ABSA, then click ABSA, First International Bank, or just all the options they give you. So if you know your ABSA, then you click on ABSA, and this is the details you'll be clicking onto your banking application. So you'll be clicking the branch, First International Bank, the branch code, branch name, and account number. So remember to use your unique reference because that will be basically where you deposit money into. So if we go back to the dashboard, so it's similar to withdraw. You will take the amount you want to withdraw from basically what you have left. The amount, as you can see, we have like a 62 rand which we have left, which we didn't invest from basically the previous amount. So if we go back, inter-account transfer, basically they're going to ask you Easy Equities and how much you have in your Easy Equities account you want to transfer it to this, or you can just make a EFT deposit onto this. So next at the bottom we got the latest news. So this tab is just basically any latest news of buildings and just any specific information regarding EasyProperties on the platform. So here we get to basically the important part of new IPOs. So the IPO, like I mentioned, is Initial Public Offering. It's the process of offering shares of a company to be purchased by the public. First step in this process is companies must draft a document that sets the detail of the offering, such as the start and end date of which this share will be available. So once you click on the IPO, there will be a specific start and end date which you'll be able to just purchase between that specific dates of this IPO. Basically, this document will outline the total amount of shares to be offered to the public. Once the document is approved, it will be listed on Easy Equities, which is, as you can see here, we got a new IPO, which is the Valley Brooklyn. And here you will be able to invest with a specific date. If, for example, they want 30 mil for this property and Easy Equities is not able to draft the full amount, then your money will be returned to you, and then you can basically invest it in any other future project. But if the money is filled basically by all the investors, then you will have basically just successfully, the IPO was successful, and then you will have shares in that specific building. So as we can see, the only IPO available at the moment is the value proof. So if we go there, see, as we can see, as initialized in the IPO document, there is offer ends in 27 days. So this only has 27 days to fill the amount which is required. So as we go into it, as we can see here, we got the Valley Brooklyn, which is in Pretoria. It's a luxury student accommodation. So this is a student accommodation for students basically. As you can see, the funding target is 11 million, and the total amount funded so far is 50%. So 27 days to fund basically this account, basically this IPO. As we can see, the initial rate of return for the specific thing is 11%. It's estimated that it is 9% on this. So market valuation might be 90 million. So EasyProperties discount is just 7.3%. So this is basically all the information you might be. So if you had money and you wanted to invest, you'll click on the invest now button basically. It just gives you all the information regarding this IPO. So the offer ends the 18th of May, estimated settlement date is the 20th of May, and then cancellation policy is within 48 hours of buying this. So if you had, for example, 500 Rand, for the amount to start with, it's basically 50 Rand, but you can start with any amount basically. But if you had 300, 200, you can start with any amount. So if you say, for example, you had 500 and you wanted to invest this, as you can see, I only have 62 Rand at the moment on this account, but this is where you'll click your 500, and this is how many shares you'll be getting. So property share price is 1 Rand per share. So we'll be getting 493, besides now investment costs and any fees regarding this platform. So you will just click the amount you want to invest. I hereby that I confirm, and then you just say apply for offer. As you can see, I don't have that amount, but let's just do it with the amount we have at the moment just to demonstrate. So the moment we have 62 Rand, just to say we can invest with any type of amount. So just click that. As we can see, there we have. So we'll be getting 61 shares for this. So we'll just click apply for offer, and there we see. So we have basically application has submitted. So I am basically invested in this. So as soon as the IPO, the initial property comes to an end, I will have a certain share in this company and will get dividends based on the number of shares I do have. So on EasyProperties, there's two ways of making money. Firstly, it's basically getting dividends for your property or selling off your shares on an auction on this, which we'll get into later on in the video. So if we get view back to profile, so now we have, as we just go down, so here we have the IPOs on auction. So this platform, this option here is which, if you have shares and you want to sell it in the future, you will be using this auction. But there's only a specific time period where you can sell off, which is a drawback in this case, because if you want money, it's not as liquid as you want, because you can only sell your shares at certain times in the year when you want to sell this. So here's just a chart showing the amount your properties you do have. So I can see I have the edge, and here I have 96% of my portfolio in the edge. Here's just the one we got yet, which is still not fully distributed, and then available cash, so the total is just there. Here we have more options at the bottom, which is my properties, pending investments, as the one we just did. We got transaction history of all the transaction in the future, and then my marketplace, anything else besides that. So the edge is the only property I do have at the moment. Pending investments is the one we just made as a test now. So let's go on to the second option, which is browse properties. So this is basically all the IPOs or properties EasyProperties has. I've been saying properties a lot, but so far this is all the properties they have on the platform. So this is the one we have. The Section Square is the one that just got funded. So this IPO is just closed. The FinBoss, the one-on-one. So there's more basically on this that basically just closed, and you're not able to do it in that time. Next we got calendar. So calendar is, there's two type of calendars. So we got dividend calendar and auction calendar. So the dividend calendar is when you'll be getting basically your dividends for the specific property you do have. And auction calendar is when you are able to sell your shares of a property if you wanted to sell, and get another basically return on that if the property valuation did go up. So let's just take a look at dividend calendar. So dividend calendar, so if you have a property and, for example, the Greenleaf Village. So people who invested in the Greenleaf Village will get their first payout on the 21st of Jan 2021, which on dividend you basically get 4 payments out per year if you invested, which is paid out quarterly. So as you can see here, we got the real, which is the next dividend payout will be the 20th of August. So if you invested in a building, you can just check the dividend calendar where you were able to receive dividends based on your property. So the dividends depends on the amount of shares you obviously invested. So the next one would be auction calendar. So auction calendar, I mentioned, is where you're able to sell your shares of the company. So for example, you invested in the Edge and you don't want to be invested in the Edge anymore, then you'll only be able to sell that share on one of these auction dates, for example. And it happens also at least 4 times a year or quarterly, where you have the opportunity, which gives it a drawback of EasyProperties because you're not able to sell your shares right away, which, like I mentioned, is not as liquid as you want it to be. So rent a unit is basically just where one of these properties on EasyEquities is listed, you're able to rent it because you are, like, if you invested, you're able to list. But let's just take a look at it quickly. So property investment for everybody. So you're able to rent one of these units EasyProperties are listing. Refer and earn is basically just a referral. If you have anybody else, they get like 50 Rand to start off with. If you do guys want to use it, not necessary, so you will be use that. Then we just got the news tab, which I would say if you are using this app constantly, take a look at least occasionally at the news feed, because it gives you upcoming news of any specific IPOs that might be listed. It might give you more detail to influence your decision of investing in a specific. So I would say look at this at least once or like twice a week. So then we just got the fund, and then the on top is just more features. You just got notification, information, and then your profile. So hopefully this gave you like a brief understanding of what EasyProperties is and like a brief understanding of how you can get started with this. So if you have any other questions, make sure to leave a comment down below or try to message me on Instagram, because I might not always get back in time, but at least I will give another understanding. Or if you have any other questions, then I'll be able to assist you guys with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and until next time, peace out.